Okay, so today I feel for some turned cornmeal, and that's what I'm going to make. One time I'm gonna base like turned cornmeal, but since college they allowed me to like really find a different love for turned cornmeal, because the way how they seasoned it when I was in college and gave it to us, it was good. However, I have the saltfish. I don't usually add the saltfish, but because I want to do some saltfish rundown, I'm just going to boil the saltfish in the water. So I might not add salt because the salt from the saltfish will boil out in the water, right? So that's just kind of using one stone kill two birds. Yeah, oh yeah, that's why I'm one kill a bird him. Yeah. So I have cornmeal. You know what time I want to cook turned cornmeal? I want to look. My cornmeal jar empty. Cornmeal, sugar, mixed veg, that's the frozen one. Not to be frozen, can be one you can. Cock soup, coconut powder, and some thyme. I would normally have scallion, but I don't have any scallion, so I'm just going to stick with the thyme. Alright, so I'm going to show you first. I'm going to put on my water to boil my water, and then I'm going to season the water. I'm going to show you guys how I season my water. Cool? Alright guys, so I don't have a certain amount of like a measurement of water that I would normally add, but what I did, I just add the amount that I feel that I need for the amount that I'm going to make. So I'm not going to make a lot, so I just had a good amount, because I like to subtract my water too as well, because you know the turned cornmeal gets dry easily, especially when you're not ready to eat at the same time. So I normally boil a lot of water, and then when I'm ready to add the cornmeal, I just take out the excess water and then add it to it gradually. Alright, so yeah, I added my saltfish. I'm going to cover it, let it come to a boil a little bit, and then I resume recording and showing you guys how I make it. Alright, so guys, after about 15 minutes boiling the saltfish, I'm going to take it from the water, and then I'm going to season up the water, and then I'm going to get back to the saltfish, because you know saltfish are different cooking. So season up the water now with everything, and I'm going to tell you what I use to season it. Alright guys, so the first thing I'm going to use is the cock soup, and I'm going to use the entire packet. It doesn't matter how much I make, I always just use one entire thing. And I only I try my best. I don't know what's the only kind. It's torn of it, I still buy the regular. But my first choice is to use the no added MSG, 25% less sodium. Yeah. Then I am going to go in with my cock soup. I don't have a preference when it comes on to cock soup. I'm just work with the one with cheaper in the store. You understand me? Yeah. And I'm adding the mixed veg. Then I'm going to add my sugar. Alright, just kind of get everything mixed together. Alright, so I added the sugar, so now I'm going to stir everything together as I was saying before. I'm going to stir everything together. Yo, with the saltfish, this must bad. This supposed to bad. I mean bad as in can't eat. I mean bad in Jamaican terms. Tastes damn good. Of course. Alright, I'm going to get some of these lumps out, so I'm going to deal with that by just stirring everything, just mixing it up. And how can I forget, you're going to add some butter. I use any butter, pot butter, margarine, any butter I have, I'm using there. Unsalted, salted, anything. Remember, if you're using salted butter, you have to be careful of like whatever salt you use in the pot, because it can too salt. Alright, so I'm gonna add some butter and then allow it to simmer down. For a few, and then add the caramel gradually. But remember, I'm going to subtract some of the water. Alright, because I don't want to make too much, and you don't want to turn porridge. So if you guys can see, I did went ahead and add the butter, and the butter is to add and to keep it moist. I would not recommend adding cooking oil, but if you don't have the butter, you can. But cooking oil kind of more, you know, it's one of my grease, but you know, I wouldn't use the cooking oil. But if you don't have butter, feel free to just substitute with a little bit of cooking oil, preferably some olive oil, not the just regular raw oil. You understand? If you use the oil, just use something like with healthy, on the healthy side. So I'm gonna make this simmer down few minutes, take out some of the water, add the cornmeal gradually, and I'll show you guys when I'm adding the cornmeal gradually. Okay guys, I forgot to tell that I would add the time. It doesn't matter how big or small it be. Sometimes I could use up smaller, sometimes I don't. And I'm going to add one last thing, and I'm going to add some what do you call it, some, well, let me see their name again. Them see there. Remember name I tell them. But I'm not gonna put them in like this. I'm going to crush them. Alright? I added the coconut powder. I forgot to show you guys. Totally forgot. But all I did was, after frying the saltfish and the seasoning for a while, just added the coconut powder just now, and I'm gonna stir it and then stir it and then allow it to cook down a little bit, season it with ketchup and so forth, and then that's it.